Alright, so I finished the Bondo work on the cabinet. You can see some of the work down there at the bottom. I'm actually getting ready to spray this, and I'm going to go ahead and try mixing the paint. I'm using latex this time. I'm not going with automotive paint like I did on the Donkey Kong Restore. So I'm actually not going to show how I mix that because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. But when I figure that out, I'll let you know what I did. So there we go. That's going to get sprayed white on the sides and I think all over, and then I'll spray the middle blue. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that, and we'll see how it goes. So I just sprayed track and field cabinet all with a white paint and primer, some stuff I had lying around the house. It's a satin finish exterior paint, and I'm going to see how this does. So I started with 10 ounces of paint. I put like 1 to 2 ounces of Floetrol in, and then about another 4 ounces of water, and did a couple test sprays on a piece of cardboard attached to the back. And I'm going to see how that holds up and dries. I don't have any runs or anything at this point, and it's looking okay, so I'm going to do another coat in a few minutes and we'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to update on what it looked like with 1 coat of paint on. And, you know, really did a nice job on the sides, but I got to do definitely another coat on the front. So we'll go from there and then do the blue. Alright, so I've done 2 coats of blue. I think I'm going to do 1 more coat of blue. I masked it all off before I did that just because I didn't want blue on the nice clean white side. And one thing I've been doing here is when I test my pattern on the back here, I use it as a gauge to check and see if the paint is ready to be, hit with a 2nd coat or a 3rd coat. So I spray and then I touch it and see if, if it's tacky or if it smears or anything like that. Just because I don't know how latex works, and this is the first time I've sprayed with latex. So far, so good. It's looking pretty good. A little bit of orange peel on it. I don't know if that's just the nature of latex or what, but it definitely looks better than if it were rolled. But we'll see how it's going. There's a couple hard spots to get in on this cabinet, especially up by the speakers that are blue, but it should work out, and I think it'll look really nice when it's done. Just not quite perfect in my opinion, but it's going to work for me, and it's going to look very nice when it's all done. I am a nitpick on my own work. I'm my own worst enemy. Alright, so there you go, guys. I'm just kind of waiting for it to dry for the next coat. It should be ready in about 10 or 15 minutes, and we will go from there. Alright, so the cabinet has been painted, and it's actually been sitting for a couple days now. I'm going to go ahead and apply the vinyl for the side art, and I'm mostly happy with how this came out. There's a couple things that I didn't like just about spraying the latex, but it's going to work for me for now, and I'm quite content with it. I will tell you that spraying up by the speaker grill, that was tough to do, so I think if I were to do that again in a perfect world, the cabinet would get disassembled. It was just an odd angle for the spray gun to be at and to get a nice coat of paint in there, but it's gonna work, and I would give myself, if I were to grade myself on this paint job, a B. I think the Donkey Kong Restoration came out better as far as spraying goes, just because I've never sprayed latex before. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get the vinyl, but I do want to show you real quick the T-molding I picked up. I picked up some offset T-molding, which some people have had good luck with and other people have not had good luck with. So I'm gonna show you that real quick and tell you what my plan is with that. So here is the 13/16 offset T-molding from Arcade Shop, and I guess this does work on some of the Century cabinets, but I'm not sure if it's going to work on this one. So let's go ahead and hold this up real quick and see how it looks. You can kind of see the finish of the blue on the side there. But anyway, here is my offset T-molding. Now, short side, long side. So you would think that if I put the short side going like this, that it would line up. So if I just put that on real quick, you can already tell it doesn't quite make it. Hangs, it doesn't, you know, doesn't cover the edge. And if I go to the other side, it actually is overhanging. So you can see, take a look down there. See how it overhangs? So that's not quite right. And then, you know, obviously we'll flip it just to make sure that I'm not, you know, being dumb. But if I even put it on like this, that's ridiculous. That doesn't work. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some 7/8 T-molding and see if I can make that work, and trim it if I need to.